Before I come outside, put these models outside in the sun just to have a bit of a look at them. And the Marklin GG1, I've been searching for one second hand and I managed to find a Marklin one. To sacrifice the spares off that and put them onto that, because the motor failed on this. Sound chip failed when I was investigating the motor, shorted it out on the body. So yeah, got this at a good price. But I think the motor on this Marklin one is slightly different, or an updated motor, but it's all the same chassis, so it shouldn't be a massive problem. I think I've got the cat in there. I think there's a cat in this bush. Oh, well. Ellie, hello. And there's a cat in the bush, chilling out in its favourite spot. What are you doing there, you? Standing behind that, it's one of its favourite spots. Yeah, so that's solved the problem now, so I'm pretty happy. So, as I say, the insides, the motor's been taken out of that, it's ready to transfer, but the castings on the bodies are the same. It's just the LED, the LED board on this one is slightly different, and I'm not sure the sound files are the same, but the motor, I think the motor is slightly different on this model. I'm going to investigate it some more anyway. But let's just pick this one up. This just arrived today, and it's a really nice model. It's a shame to, because it is in full working order, but it's 3-rail. I'll never use it. But to get the motor from Marklin, you're talking £100 to get a motor. Sound chip, there's another £100 odd. So you're talking over 200 quid. And to buy this model, I got it way cheaper than that. So that is one of the projects which I think hopefully is going to be solved. Right, so there's the two models. I'm going to sacrifice this one, take the motor out of that, and the sound decoder, and place it into this one. But I think the motor in this one is slightly different. Got a Maxon motor in this one, and I'm going to lift off the body on this one. It looks slightly different. Right, so I've had to swap out the running gear off the old Trix version, and that's the Trix chassis has got a completely different type of motor, a Maxon motor. This has got a more conventional motor, which is a different shape, and the chassis is a different shape. So I'm going to swap out the running gear, the DC running gear, get rid of that, and I've took out the original printed circuit board and speaker, and I'm just gonna, I've cut the wires. I didn't take them off the circuit board because I didn't want to disturb the circuit board too much. And I'm just going to swap out the running gear off the Marklin model, and then wire it all back up, and hopefully it should work. So it's been a bit of an awkward one, this, because I never realised there was two different, an updated motor version and a chassis. But it's basically what is the same model. Everything else is the same. Slight differences on the circuit board. Well, that's what I've had to do. This is the that's the old motor, which is a Maxon one, and then this is a new motor here, which is a more conventional motor. This one is supposed to be a reliable motor, Swiss made, and they put these this particular motor in the big boys, and never had any problem with the one in the big boy or the other GG1, but this one is quite a bit different. So that's going to go into the niche, into the Marklin chassis with the Trix running gear. Right, so there we go, it's all done, all fitted out. So I've retrofitted the Trix DC bogies and all the gearboxes, all the rolling gear, the wheels incomplete. 2 sets of them onto the Marklin chassis. Also, I had to fit the Marklin PCB board on as well, because the Trix one would work, but it won't work in correctly. I couldn't get the cab light working, and there's a few other little niggly things I thought, for what it's worth, put on the dedicated Marklin PCB onto the Marklin dedicated chip that came with it, which is a more advanced sound chip. It's not an ESU one, it's a dedicated Marklin one. It sounds really good actually. I'll just put on
506 East has authority to utilize the crossovers at Ottumwa from main 1 to main 2, and crossover there within the limits of your authority. Over. Main at 506, understand has authority to utilize the crossovers at Ottumwa from main 1 to main 2 within our authority. Over. That is correct. All right, thanks a lot.
I'll just shut the power off. But yeah, the sound chip on it is a lot more advanced than the Trix one. But this is a newer model. It's a newer Marklin model, so it's got an updated motor, which apparently must be more. They must have changed it because I don't know. Maybe manufacturing cost. Maybe it wasn't as reliable. Maybe the Maxon motors. But anyway, I've got the Marklin chassis, the Marklin motor, the Trix running gear and bogies, etc., the Marklin PCB, and I've got the original Marklin chip installed as well. So it's a bit of a mix, quite a bit of a mix-up. And the lighting on the model is it's a lot brighter. On the old Trix, it was more an orangey light. So in the cab lighting and the main light on the front, it's got a high beam and a low beam, which is good. Yeah, so there's a lot of advantages with retrofitting and swapping, mixing up two different two different types of locomotive, the 3-rail and the 2-rail. What else have I done? Yeah, I've also got a spare body as well, and quite a few spares for this model and the other GG1 as well. So all in all, it's worked out really nice. Let's power it up. It is a nice looking loco as well. It seems to move a lot smoother as well. I don't know, maybe it's me, but it seems to move a lot nicer. Here I've got the high beam and low beam. I'm really happy with the way this has turned out. Well, that's another project done. thanks for watching.